Hey, these are some channels you should watch. Movie Edition. Hello lovely people of YouTube and welcome back to Mark on Life. Thank you for everybody that watched last week's vlog. If you didn't, I will leave a link in the description below. So this week I want to do something that I haven't done for a long time, which is a list. Yes, I know there's lots of lists on YouTube, but I haven't done one. Now I plan to do a few of these, and the first one, obviously, for me, would be about movies. Now, I'm not going to mention filmmakers, movie makers particularly, maybe a few. This is mainly just channels that are about the world of movies, films. So if you're not into movies, this vlog is probably not for you. Apologies if I get some of the names of channels wrong. Sometimes the actual name of the channel or who it is slightly different. So if I get that wrong, I apologize to the people concerned. I will put all the channels in the description below as well. So the first channel recommendation is Cinnafix. Cinnafix is a fantastic channel. It does so many movie related things. You have reviews, trailers, they do a sort of different versions of trailers as well. They do recuts of trailers in different styles, but also they're very well known now for their homemade trailers. So they make trailers completely from scratch, just in the back garden, and then put them side by side with the actual trailer. And they're really good. They're made out of nothing, like action figures and bits of tinfoil and stuff that you'd have lying around. But they're just done so well that when you put them together with the actual trailer, they look really, really, really good. They also do lots of trivia and lists, that kind of thing. So loads of information about, you know, top 10 focus shots or whatever. Something that is, again, for a film lover, really, really good. Talking about cinematography or whatever it might be. So I really can't recommend Cinnafix enough. It's a definite subscribe. Next up is The Hollywood Reporter, THR. Slightly different channel. This one is about interviews. They get interviews with all the greatest people in the film industry. The ones to watch out for are their roundtables. Every year they do roundtables with all the best actors, producers, directors, showrunners, writers, particularly the Academy Award nominated ones, which is amazing. The guy that presents it is hugely knowledgeable, so asks very different kind of questions. So it's not like the interviews that they do 100 times saying the same thing. They're quite candid. You get some really, really interesting background and information on people. So yeah, I can definitely recommend The Hollywood Reporter because the interviews they do are brilliant. Next channel is Cinemasins. This one is, it's a difficult one because it's more of a film rant channel. Anyone that's seen it will know what I mean. Basically what they do is their videos are everything that's wrong with X film in however many minutes. So everything that's wrong with Suicide Squad in 15 minutes or whatever it might be. And they go through and they do what you're thinking, but they just do it better normally. So they'll go through all the things that they noticed that were odd or wrong or weird with this film, piece by piece by piece by piece. And for movie fans, it's great because they're the plot holes or whatever they might be. The things that you think, why wasn't that addressed? Why did nobody notice that? How can that have got through the final cut? Why did that get through the final cut? Etc, etc, etc. So it's really, really good, particularly either for actors or screenwriters or directors to go, right, people do notice these things, so you can't get away with them. So yeah, it's really good, particularly if you really didn't like a film and you want someone else to sort of go, ah, yes, that's why. Yeah. So yeah, Cinemasins is a very fun movie channel. Next up is Epic Tutorials. So this one is for those people who like to make movies, like myself, who put content out. This one is specifically for people who like to do stuff on mobile platforms like mobile phones. If you shoot stuff on the iPhone like I do, it's very, very helpful. The guy there does tutorials on apps, so things like Filmic Pro, which I'm shooting on right now. It's one of the best apps to make video content on the iPhone, and it's quite complicated. So if you just go through the tutorials one by one, he explains absolutely everything, you know, every option that you could need. So if you don't know how to use Filmic Pro or other apps like iMovie, something like that, watch his tutorials and you'll know them. So epic tutorials, very, very useful. Next channel is Mark Kermode. I think the actual channel is called Kermode and Mayo because it's from his radio show with Simon Mayo. Mark Kermode, for those who don't know, is one of the most well-known movie reviewers in the UK, most well-respected, and he reviews everything. So it's just for anybody who likes movie reviews. He will do every single one that comes along. They're quite short, 5 minutes. They're very intelligent, very succinct, concise reviews, and he's very honest, and I trust his view for most things that come out. So anybody who isn't sure what to see, go and see what Mark has to say. Right, another tutorial channel coming up next. This one is called Chinfat. This is for editing. So again, anyone who's trying to make films but doesn't know what they're doing, this is one for people who use Adobe Premiere. That's what I edit on. I'll put it this way, there is nothing that program does that isn't covered by this channel. It does everything. I started learning Adobe Premiere, and it's a really complicated program. It does professional standard. There are, you know, Hollywood blockbusters that are cut on it. It goes through every single menu, every single option, every single piece of the screen that, you know, if you're thinking, oh God, what's that weird option up there? What's that cog over there? Everything. It will tell you everything. You want to know how to use Adobe Premiere? Go to Chinfat and you'll know. Simple as that. It's all completely free, as YouTube is. Yeah, so very, very useful channel as well. Next up is Jack Howard. Now, I said I wasn't going to mention filmmakers. I'm going to make a slight exception here because although Jack is a filmmaker, and I might mention him in another list, his channel is often about movies because he's a big film buff like myself. So he gets interviews with people like Gareth Edwards and Shane Black, Jodie Foster, real sorts of Hollywood heavyweights. So it's a very good channel if you're a movie fan. He also does a lot of vlogs about movies, some reviews, some just sort of discussing the industry, that kind of thing. So it's just a good channel if you are a movie fan. And last but not least, Film Riot. Film Riot is a brilliant channel for anybody who wants to start making film content. It's basically a filmmaking channel, and it covers everything from gear to effects to just every part of the process that you want to know. They will have covered it in some way. What programs to use, what cameras, what microphones, every single piece of the process they do. It's brilliant. Again, it's such a wealth of information for completely free on the internet. For somebody that's not yet ready to go to film school or something, but wants to make some stuff, go to Film Riot. Just gorge on every one of their videos and you will have accumulated a vast, vast wealth of knowledge on how to make stuff. Yeah, really, really good. So that's it. 2 honourable mentions just before I go. A couple of film review channels. Chris Stuckman is very good, does very, very precise, very good reviews. And Wrapped Up in Film with Zoe. She does very regular reviews and reactions to trailers and TV shows. So it's a really good channel to keep abreast of what's going on. So that's it. Do you have any movie related channel recommendations? If you do, put them in the comments below and we can discuss as always. If you didn't see last week's vlog or any episodes of Reeltrospectives, then click somewhere over here. Next week will be the next episode of Reeltrospectives, which will be Alien, because of the release of Alien Covenant. You can find me on all the normal social media places like Twitter and Instagram, all that kind of stuff. Please leave a like or a comment and subscribe to my channel to see more. So from me, Mark on Life, I'll speak to you soon.